Hello everyone, I am Intan Khoirunnisa. So today I would like to explain about TEYL, covering the principles, skills, methods, techniques, and also how to use songs, games, and stories in the classroom. Okay, okay, for the first topic is the principle of TEYL. Child center, it means like student center. All activities must be designed based on student needs. The second, about meaningful context. We teach a language to student with the real context and the children can relate to. The third, about low affective filter. When children feel safe, feel happy in the classroom, so I think they can learn language more easily. The fourth, of about holistic development. TEYL actually not just support language but also support about cognitive, emotional, and social to student. The fifth, interaction and play. Children or student can learn best through playing and interacting with their friends, like peer or group work, like that. So the sixth, about multi-sensory learning. We use movement, visual or audio and touch to help children or help students understand about language naturally. For example, a teacher in grade 2 start every class with the play song. So I think the student can feel safe, and this creates low anxiety and student feel comfortable when they start learn about language. Okay, next. Okay, the second we will talk about how to teach skills to young learners. Actually, there are two: receptive skills and productive. If the receptive skill, input like listening or reading, and the productive skill, output from the student, is speaking and writing. And for young learners, we always teach receptive skills first before moving to the productive skills. Why? Because children needs a lot of input from the teacher before they can produce the language. For the example, uh, in the first grade, the teacher spends the first weeks to doing listening activities or just playing audio, singing songs before asking students to speak. So student needs input first. After that, after the input, student can give the output. So the first skills are divided into receptive and productive. Receptive comes first, productive comes after. So input before output, that's the key when teaching young learners. Next to okay. Next to the steps in teaching both receptive and productive skills. There for the first the steps in teaching receptive skills, there are three: pre, before, while, during, post, after. Pre stage, actually like we activate background knowledge and introduce the key vocabulary before listening or before reading. And while stage, it means like student complete a task while listening and while reading, like matching a picture or matching the answer questions. For the post stage, students respond after listening or after reading. For example, the student listening, after that the student can retelling, or after reading the student can drawing about their imagination. Okay, for productive skills: presentation, practice, production. Presentation: the teacher models the target language drills and guided about the activities in the classroom. And for the practice, student practice in a control way and guided activities. For production, student use a language or role plays and creative tasks. Receptive skills follow while and post stage. Productive skills follow presentation, practice, and production. Both models helps us to teach in structure, and I think that's effective way. So next to the here the fourth about approaches, methods, and techniques. Approaches or methods, there are several methods. CLT is the goals in real communication. TPR, it means student response the commands with the physical movement. TBLT, it means student complete a real world task using English, like making a poster, and after making the poster the student present it. So direct method, everything is taught in English only, using pictures and real object instead of translation. For the techniques, help students repeat and remember language patterns, like also flashcards, role play, realia, brainstorming or mind map, and show and tell. For example, role play lets students practice language in real life situation. And for realia, makes language concrete by using actual object in the classroom. So CLT, TPR, TBLT, and the direct method are the main approaches in TEYL. Each one has a different focus, but actually they are the same goals, and also making language learning meaningful and make learning enjoyable. So next, okay, the last part, there are 3: songs, games, and stories. Songs help students remember vocabulary. Actually, I also listen the music and I learn vocabulary from the music, from the song. And games makes practice engaging and motivating the student. And for the stories, help them understand language with their imagination. Sometimes when the teacher tells about the story, actually the student they don't know about the meaning, but the teacher used the emotion or use the hand to explain. So yes, three all of this three, there are three songs, games, and stories create create a classroom more enjoyable. So when songs, games, and stories are combined, learning feels like less like studying, but more more playing. Jadi lebih ke mereka merasa bermain, not just studying. And that's exactly how young learners learn best. I think that's all for this vlog. We um, cover the principles of the EYL, the fourth language skills, the steps in teaching, the approaches and techniques, and how to use songs, games, and story. So I hope this video was was helpful for you, and I'm sorry. Thank you. Bye bye.